This is everything you need to know about the next LEGO Fortnite update. Now, the more controversial leak that we have so far is that LEGO Fortnite buildings may be sold in the item shop. Now, we do have it leaked that a locker tab for LEGO Fortnite has been added in 28.30, so that means that these should be on sale soon, and we will talk about that again later in this video as well. But the following shop bundles have been added, and some of these may look familiar to you. So you have the Beachside Boulevard, the Coastal Shack, Beach Style Plank Road, Der Burger Headquarters or Bundle, the Dar Headquarters, Night Style Wall Bundle, Lion Night Castle, and the Wizard's Favorite Bundle. Before we even deep dive this entire video, I want you guys to comment down below your original thoughts on them selling bundles or cosmetics in the game for building in LEGO Fortnite. I believe that there's two ways you could look at this. It's no different than wearing a skin in the game, but also you are paying to have different buildings, and building is a much bigger part of the game than it is wearing a regular skin. So comment down below your original thoughts. Now, I know this is kind of a duplicate image, but I do just want to talk about these shacks or these boulevards and buildings that we see right now. Again, they're expecting us to pay for this stuff, which personally, like I said, I don't have a big problem with doing. It is a little bit bigger than just wearing an actual skin in the game. However, if these are completely different buildings and they're not just cosmetics and people aren't going to have these buildings if they're playing for free, then I do have a problem with it, because it's not pay to win, but it is almost pay to play at that point to have additional content in the game. However, when it comes to these things, I'm taking a look at the Lion Knight's Castle, Nightly Walls, and Mage's Favorite, as all three of those things kind of talk about creatures or NPCs like a Lion Knight, a Nightly, or a Mage. Those are things that we have not seen in the game or in leaked files yet. So I wonder if these castles, these walls, or even these buildings are also going to bring us new NPCs or creatures in the game as well. Now, that's not the only thing that we have just yet. We also found out that LEGO Fortnite is going to have its own slot in the locker, which obviously has the building sets that we were previously talking about, but also something called a prop bundle, which is really interesting to me because I'm not entirely sure what props can be put into the game that we're going to be able to add cosmetics into. Could this be cars, preset airships, and things of that nature where you're just throwing a skin onto something? Or what exactly could a prop bundle be inside of this game if it's not the same thing as a brand new building set in the game? And when it comes to these building sets, does that mean if you're buying something, as an example, as the Der Burger, is that something that you put into your building sets and that's the only customization you have in the game? Or are you just going to be able to have all of these at your disposal inside of the game? This was a little confusing to take a look at, so I'm interested to see what you guys think down in the comments. The next thing is the fence placer system, which would allow you to place and set up fences seamlessly in your builds. Now, there's three things that we can see inside of this image here, which is fence control, fence part, and fence placer. The way that I'm looking at this is if this can go into your builds, maybe that means that these fences can now connect a little bit better to your walls in the game, which means that now things will look a little bit cleaner in the game, as well as maybe having something like a preset build for your fences when building gardens, cages for animals, and different things like that. The other thing I noticed was control. I don't know if this means just controlling your builds a little bit better or being able to control animals and having them into those fences, because that's obviously a part of the game that a lot of us would like, which is having these areas or fenced in places that we could store animals, including sheep, cows, chickens, etc. Now, in the dry valley and inside of the shore biome, we got sand when you dig up at that with a shovel. Now it looks like they're adding something else inside of the snow biome, where if you were to dig at the ground with a shovel, you could now pick up snow. Now, we don't know exactly what this is going to be used for. Does this mean that you may be able to make igloos or different things of that nature with the snow? Maybe turn them into ice now, just like you do when it comes to the sand, turning that into glass. Maybe you could turn that snow into ice and then start building buildings out of ice. That could be really cool in this game if they did that. Or will this be something a lot smaller, which is like just making snowballs to throw at NPCs or your other players that are inside of the game? We don't know exactly what's going on yet, but we do know this material has been leaked and will be coming to the game. Now, without steering wheels and preset builds, it looks like movement hasn't gotten much better in the game. However, it looks like they're adding geysers into the prairie area, which would more so be the grasslands, in the near future. So that means we may be getting a little bit of a boost to our movement when it comes to going around in that grass area, having geysers around there to help boost us in the air and then glide our way to different areas. I don't know how much of a fan I am of this yet. I don't want that ugly looking geyser in the very nice grasslands area. It looked perfect in the dry valley, but if they make this look good and it doesn't look cosmetically bad, then I guess I personally don't have a problem with it if it's going to help out with the movement in the game. Now, Lego and Unreal Engine are coming out with an update called Atom, and that is going to allow us to have custom made worlds in the game that we are able to create from scratch and save as a seed for players to go and play in, just like what we already have in Fortnite, but this is now going to be possible with your Lego characters. So if you're somebody that likes to play those custom maps on the game, like 1v1 box fights, Bed Wars, Hunger Games, and different quick game modes like that, that's now going to be possible here with Lego, as they're now announcing that update that it will come in the future called Atom. Now, we already work on things like that on this channel, where we created Hunger Games. We created a gauntlet that allows you to play up against NPCs and monsters with some friends to see how you guys would stack up in a mob war style of game. So it looks like they're adding this, which would make it a lot easier for me to provide some videos or custom lobbies for you guys or my community for all of us to play in. Now, the last leak that I got for you guys today is Fortnite and Avatar: The Last Airbender are collaborating on a brand new mid-season event pass, sort of like what Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles just did with them. This is going to work that exact same way, where you guys are going to instantly be able to claim an Aang Lego Fortnite style to use in game. They're also going to have different rewards and maybe unlock more characters than just him in this game. So this is something that will be dropping in the middle of next season. So this will be in a few weeks that'll come into the game. We're not exactly sure what the date is, but again, keep in mind this will come in the future. Now, I feel like I have to talk about this at the end of every single leak video. When it comes to the dark forest biome, you have the cannon, the zip line, the catapult, and all of the creatures that I've leaked previously. People have looked at those and thought maybe those are fake because it's been 2 months and they still haven't dropped in the game. What I try to say in my live streams and inside of my Discord is really simple. The way that I take a look at Lego Fortnite is they are playing the long game. This is a collab between Lego and Fortnite and any other game that gets involved to collaborate with them to build a game that is going to outlast games just like Minecraft and be a direct competitor to them. So releasing things like the steering wheel, a brand new biome, a million different creatures, and things like that is only going to shorten the lifetime of this game. You need to space out your content rather than putting it all out there at the same time. Not only that, but you also obviously have issues within the servers of the game where it seems like they can't even have the game run well when it comes to the crashing, the lag, and different bugs and issues that are in there. So I know that a lot of people want more content in the game, but understand there's still so many little bugs and issues that it's almost impossible for them to realistically give us a brand new biome right now when these issues have still not been fixed. I think that the shore biome was a great measure for them to see, is this something that we could add into the game and not have issues? And if it continues to go well, then maybe we see the dark forest biome or things like the catapult, cannon, zipline, and steering wheel just getting added into one of the next few updates that's going on over the next few weeks. But again, be patient, understand they're playing the long game here. This game will be around for years and years to come, so don't expect too much content all at once. All of that stuff will come out, it's just not coming out right this second.